Hey there, mums and dads. Have you ever taken your kids to the shops to get something they really, really want, and you get there and you realize they don't have enough money? You see the disappointment on their face and your heart just breaks for them. In this video, I want to share with you a really powerful experience that I had with my daughter Holly just recently. Welcome to day 6 of my 366-day journey to teach my kids everything they need to know about money. Today, we're talking about a really powerful experience that I had with my daughter Holly just recently, where we went to the shops to get something that she really, really wanted to buy, only to get there and find out that she didn't quite have enough money to buy it. And as she stood there figuring it out and realized she didn't have enough money, I could just see the disappointment on her face. And my heart literally did break for her. All I wanted to do was jump in and give her the money she needed. And it would have made me feel a whole lot better, but I realized at that point in time that in doing so, I would be robbing her of an incredible life experience. So here's a letter that I wrote to my daughter Holly. My little blossom, I want to share with you a particularly tough test I faced just a few months ago. You were there, but you won't remember it, at least not for the reasons I remember it. We went to Bunnings together because you needed to buy some mosquito netting for your bunny's cage. As you stood there working out how much it would cost you and how much you had in your budget, it became clear that you would not have enough money to buy all the mosquito netting you would need. It hurt to see you struggling with what to do. I can't tell you how badly I wanted to jump in and pay for what you couldn't afford at the time. From memory, it was only $10 or $20. But I realized that had I jumped in and paid for it for you, I would have robbed you of an incredible, important life experience. I was so proud of the way you responded. You weighed up the different options and only bought what you could afford. And then, the following month, with your budget replenished, you return to buy the rest. As I've said to you before, wise money management will always be about making good choices. I hope that in sharing this story, you will grow in confidence and belief that you are a good money manager and that you are more than capable of making wise financial decisions. And you will be pleased to know that I too passed my tough test. Despite the desperate urge to jump in and help you out, I didn't. I stood back and let you make your own decisions, something I'm going to be doing a lot more of in the future. Well done, Blossom. I love you, Dad. So mums and dads, I hope that you've got a lot out of that letter in this video. Too often as parents, we jump in and fill that gap when our kids don't quite have enough money to do something they really want. But we are killing them in our kindness. It's one of the biggest problems in our society today is that we're not saying no to our kids, or we're not giving them the opportunities to realize that money is finite. There is only so much money, so we do need to make choices as to how and where our money is spent. And that sticking to a budget is super, super important if we're to keep ourselves out of debt and to make sure that there's always going to be money there for the things that we do need to pay for. So can I encourage you to help your kids grow and learn that money is finite and grow and learn to make their own decisions, that we need to step back and not bail them out. We need to let them make their own decisions. We need to let them make the right decision, but we also need to let them make the wrong decision so they'll learn from it and not bail them out from that, because that will negate the learning experience. And remember, sometimes too, when we don't jump in and bail them out, what happens is they'll come up with an alternative. They'll use their creative juices to come up with an alternative. So too often as parents, by jumping in and saving them, it makes us feel good about things, but the reality is we're robbing them of so many learning opportunities. So can I encourage you, next time you're in a situation where your kids fall short of what they need to get something, take a step back and say, no, No, this is a time for them to start standing on their own 2 feet and to learn some very, very valuable life lessons. And to continue following my journey as I teach my kids everything they need to know about money over the next 12 months, please click on the subscribe button, my left, your right, click on that button, and together we can teach our kids everything they need to know about money so they can live their lives, pursue their dreams free of money worries.